It was a very valuable course for me. And again, when I talk about luck, I had luck there because I joined the course at just the perfect time. And it was a place where the mindset was very different than where I'd been for a long time. That's not meant to be critical. GI is a very successful operation. And in general, if you run a successful clinic, it is a great business operation. And I enjoyed doing that for a long time. But it is a relatively narrow focus and focus primarily on endoscopic revenue. That's really what you're doing in a GI business. So joining the Mastermind course where people were thinking in different ways, looking around the corner, taking chances, and really having a more, as you've put it, an exponential mindset, that was very helpful for me for my own, just the function of my own mindset. One, it reinforced to me that I wasn't completely crazy. There's other people out there and that were thinking the same way as me, but I just never met them. So it was a wonderful community to be part of. And then it also gives you just a broader worldview of things happening outside of medicine. I think we become too close to things. Our mindset is relatively narrow. So it changed the way I looked at things because there's a lot of things that are happening outside of medicine that will eventually apply to medicine that either I was unaware of or just hadn't thought much about. So I thought it was a wonderful course. But more than anything, I thought it was the community and the exchange and the challenge. People would push back on your ideas. It wasn't in a mean way, it was a kind way, but it made you to think and it would challenge you. And you really need to do that as you start moving forward. And the last thing I would say is that, I think you're sort of remembered for the rules you break. I think that's a Phil Knight quote. And you have to break rules to do something that's transformational. You have to be willing to fail. And I was willing to do all those things. However, I felt I was on an island because most GI docs would never give up a comfortable living doing something that over time, I'm not saying it's easy. It never is. Any day in medicine has its challenges, but it's comfortable. And so it was really, for me, very important and impactful to be in a space where people were thinking about doing the same sorts of things. I thought that was wonderful.